Cheers. Time for a coffee. And we're going to do a ScaleTalk discussion here with Dr. Doug. Mr. RBC, Mr. Build Custom Stuff, Mr. I don't need your parts. Mr. I can make whatever I want. Mr. I know how to crawl stuff that you haven't been able to do before. So thanks for coming back on the show.
Hey, no problem.
We're not twins on purpose, but we kind of are because Doug and I are both part of Team GCM. And we're so crawl proud. Yes, we are. So thanks for the nice shirts, by the way. These are really good, Josh.
Good job.
You know who you are. Jeep episode. I kind of like Jeeps. Do you like Jeeps?
I love Jeeps.
How much are you into Jeeps?
Jeep all the time, pretty much. Jeep.
Pretty much all the time, Jeep. So we got a couple of new ones on the bench today because Doug, of course, you've seen this one. Rig review on the rough and tough TJ. That's rocking the 2-speed. What's the power system in that?
Rock 412.
Yeah, so it's overpowered. You know how I am. I like my not overpowered trucks. And I'm kind of getting outnumbered now, because I think everybody else that I know is overpowering their trucks.
Yeah, this is the only one that's going to have lots of power with mine, other than the mud beasts, but you'll see those later.
Ooh, mud. Are we doing a mud video?
We'll do a mud video.
Mud video. Watch for that one.
Watch for it.
So, let's talk about these two brand new things. And maybe you can wheel the TJ right off of here.
We'll wheel her out of here.
And we'll get going on these two beautiful Jeeps. So, let's just talk for a second about these. So, this is a new trend, these bodies. I think they started off as called a China JK. Yep. And now you can buy these just about anywhere. Where did you get yours?
I got mine here at GCM.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I think I got them from, I don't know, someplace China Direct, someplace. I bought a skid of them. And this one here, this actually used to be a yellow one, and I got it from Asia Tees. You can get them all kinds of places now. I think I've seen them all over the place.
All over.
There's this Jeep thing going on in the one-to-one world where you can pretty much do whatever you want with your Jeep JK and people will still love you. Custom or wild or mild or whatever, it doesn't really matter. And that's kind of an inspiration for all of us to build these tiny trucks. So, you know, I'm into Jeeps. Did you ever have one of these, a real one?
I've had a real Jeep, but not a JK.
TJ?
TJ. I had a Liberty one point. Not too proud of saying it, but I did. I wheeled it hard.
What do they use for suspension, the Liberty?
It's link rear and IFS front.
Did it crawl?
I crawled it.
Like
the
I
best
said,
I could.
He doesn't need your stuff. He can do whatever. Yeah. So we both use the same shell on these two trucks, but they're completely different. So why don't we just talk about that? There's a couple of cool similarities and a couple of major differences. And you went for, what were you trying to go for when you built this one?
Lightly mild-ish, like just a stock JK with some upgraded tires and maybe a little lift package, but nothing serious. Just something you could drive every day and then take it to the trail on the weekends. Have a good time with it.
I like that. And you going to put a driver in there too?
I'm going to put a driver in here, yeah. I don't know who yet, but we'll figure it out.
They're hard to find now, these drivers.
Yeah.
The one I used on my previous Jeeps was that skater dude.
Yeah, I was going to use him, but then if I do that, I would have to chop the floorboards down and make leg room, because I'm anal like that. I got to have a full floorboard with the full foot and everything. Got to get the scale points if you're going that far, right?
Yeah, I jammed him in there, but his knees were sticking up over the steering wheel.
Yeah, that's it. I tried to get one in there, but it's without the foot room. You got to start hacking and modifying.
Yeah, the floors are not very deep in these. They put the pedals and stuff in them, but they're not very deep. So you have to kind of schweasel your dude in there, but it works okay. Is that a factory color too that you went for?
I don't think so. It's the closest I could find to the factory color without going to actually get it. But it's Bahama blue.
I like it actually.
It looks pretty good. I like it.
Yeah. This is one of the few Jeeps that I've seen done that the dudes have saved the front bumper.
Yeah.
I've seen the back bumper on these saved a whole bunch of times, but you actually managed to use that too.
Yeah. I use the whole bumper for a hinge system so that when you hinge,
Wow.
it all just lifts right up and you got access to everything underneath the chassis.
Nice.
Everything you need. It's right there.
That right there is a killer idea. I love it. So, while you got that open, point out some stuff. So, let's start from the front to the back. So you hinged it here at the front where the bumper mount usually is. And that bolted right into where the bumper actually bolts in. There's an L bracket there you can see.
Yeah.
And then, what do you got in it for a power system?
For the power system, I got the Novak Rooster, and I believe it's a 27-turn can motor. I don't know. I just grabbed it out of the drawer. And then,
Looks like a Tamiya silver can or something.
yeah, something.
Cool.
That's it. And that's a standard 3-channel receiver, and that's all.
So are you running a Beck on it?
No BEC on this. I don't have any other features, like no lights or winch or anything on it yet that needs it. So
Yeah.
maybe in the future, if it starts acting up, I'll put something on there that stop it from glitching out.
Just flip it upside down and we'll look at the bottom. So you're talking about Terramod axle housings on it.
Terramods, GCM skeleton chassis.
Nice. And then you made a body clip bracket set for the back bumper too, so that you can attach the rail onto the back bumper, and there you're done.
That's it.
Friggin' nice. Yeah, I like that setup a lot, and I actually really like the color. I think that's one of my favorite things about it, is it's not the typical red or yellow like all those Jeeps seem to be these days.
Yeah. That's what I went for. I just wanted to change it, give it a different color, because everybody's running the yellow or the black, right? And they're not painting them.
Yeah.
And I find they look better with the coat of paint on it than it does. Like, it's got that Lexan look just with the stock yellow and stock red. So
This is pretty nice.
yeah, it is.
What did you end up using for wheels and tires?
For the wheels and tires, I used the SSD 1.5 bead locks, and the tires are just RC 4-wheel drive 1.5 mud thrashers. And then I psyched the center treads
Holy cow, you did
to give
too.
them that more realistic tread block look.
Oh, dude, that looks really hot right there.
Yeah. You gotta notice it to see it, right? But
Yeah, that's nice. I hadn't seen that because it looks so good.
yeah, and I just did every other one just to give it a little bit of a smaller tread block so it looked better, realistic.
Yeah, that's fantastic, man.
I still haven't done the rock sliders yet. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put any on it or not, but
I never did yet.
no.
No.
We'll see. I don't know. I might fab up some poison spider looking like things there.
Maybe you should do that.
Maybe.
Sweet. What about lights? You gonna put lights in it?
I might put a light kit in it. I got a full functioning light kit, reverse lights and all that stuff, but the controller's real big, so I don't know if I'm going to squeeze it in. We'll see. We'll get some lights on it anyway. I like to drive at night, so
I like to drive, period. And I like Jeeps.
I love Jeeps.
Yeah. This one turned out to be a bit of a donor truck for me. I was rebuilding a very similar setup to my white JK that I was using last year for class 2. I used the same wheel and tire setup, just changed the color. And then I decided I would do the half cab thing. Got a little bit of inspiration from the Bronco guys who are doing half cab Broncos, and there's actually in the next town over here in Elmont, there's a guy that did a half cab JK. Looks exactly like this, only red with a black roof. Really cool little truck. And I think there's a kit for that now, for the full-size guys. Yeah. So
it's
cool.
the JK8 kit. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it works good.
I like the cage you did on that. That's real nice.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I used, this was a new process for me. I guess not really new, but I mean, I haven't done brazing for like 25 years. So I decided I'm going to pull out the brazing stuff because I wanted a small tube cage on this. I usually like to use the 1/4-inch stuff, because it's easy to weld and it's it survives, it's strong and beefy. But I wanted something smaller, so I went with a 1/8 rod, solid 4140 rod. And then I had to make up these little corner brackets to attach it onto the windshield and the tail. and I'm really happy with it. The brazing is a lot stronger than I thought.
Oh yeah. Like, do you quench it when you're done?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Quench it after you heat it and braised it. Quench it, and it'll strengthen it up 100%. Then what if you just left it and let it cool down?
Yeah, I actually did that sort of by accident because my fingers were caught on fire and I had to friggin' dunk it or I was going to burn up. So it went from the torch table straight into the sink. Yeah. So good tip for all you brazing guys out there. And it's way stronger than I thought. Because at the bottom here, I just have the one piece of rod just sitting right on top of a flat brass plate there. And I thought, oh man, these are not going to stand up. But it's so strong. It's way, way stronger than I thought it was going to be. I'm kind of happy enough now that I think it might not break my truck in half.
I thought it would bend in right here where he doesn't have any support, but it's holding. It's pretty good.
It's really tough. It's a lot stronger than I thought.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I actually tried to do my usual steel welding on it with the gun before I got the brazing torch out, and
Blasted right through it?
no, I didn't get through it, but it was either weld it all up with steel and then spend 10 hours trying to grind that stuff right back off.
Yeah.
And it's messy, and I don't know. No. And I don't have a $5,000 TIG welder, so you know what I mean.
I hear you.
Went with the torches, and I'm pretty happy.
Well, that looks good.
Thanks, man. We both got the cantilever suspension on the back, eh? Oh yeah, look at my underbelly.
Mine's a little different. I set mine up on the inside of the frame rails.
Yeah, well, like I said, man, you know what you're doing.
And that's where, on the real 1-to-1, they're right between the frame rails with a gas tank relocation kit.
You got it. So I cheated and went with the bolt-on Dinky RC cantilever kit, which is pretty much just a total drop-in.
And I don't like to buy other people's parts. I just make it myself, right?
You can do anything, man. With the new RBC shop there that you just built, holy moly.
I'm real happy about that.
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
Every time you get a chance to fix up your own friggin' workshop area, man, it's just the best thing ever. It's almost as good as building a tiny truck.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely inspires the next truck build to be better than the one that just having the space and the room and even the space for the tools that you have to run back and forth to, and now you're in the same room with the same tools. It makes your progress faster and
Oh yeah.
keeps you more motivated to keep the build going and on to the next one.
And then when you head off to work, you don't have to try to pack it all up and get it off your kitchen table.
Yeah, or the washing machine.
Kitchen table or washing machine. You know who you are?
You know
You're
who you
that guy who's got this stuff on the washing machine. You know who you are. Yeah, so definitely nice to have a spot. Good job that you've got that set up now. I'm happy for you. And last time I saw it there, you hadn't even got the floor poured in there yet, so I bet you it's pretty exciting.
It's all good, yeah. We got the floor, we got 2 benches on each side of the room, we got the scale garage going up.
Oh yeah.
It's all lit up. Got to put the circulatory fan in for the painting area, but...
Oh, nice. Paint booth.
Yeah, we're going to get her done.
Ooh.
We'll get her going.
That was one of my favorite things I did about a year ago was put up a paint booth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found in the middle of the shop there was an old chimney that went through the roof that wasn't being used, and I stuck a desk fan right up the chimney hole, and then I just built a spray booth right underneath it, and it just sucks all the fumes out and blows them right up the chimney.
Absolutely.
Oh man, is that thing ever awesome.
Definitely helps having something blowing the debris out of the way when you're painting.
Hey, what did you use for paint on that, by the way?
I just used Krylon plastic paint.
Yeah.
Just from Canadian Tire, rattle can.
Yeah.
I hit it with the primer, and then I hit it with the metallic silver, and then I finished it off with the Bahama blue.
There's a trick.
Flat black, everything else, and
nice.
Now when you get a scratch, you'll see the silver and then the brown primer underneath, so it looks like you got a little bit of the rust in the scratch, right?
I suppose I should have done that. I used plastic coat black on this, and then after I don't know how many, way too many coats of black paint, I shot it with engine enamel clear coat after this was cured for like probably a week or more, because I actually didn't have time to work on it. And now the paint's nice and hard. I kind of like it. It's but I didn't do the fancy primer stuff underneath, so my yellow Jeep body is starting to show through on some of my fender scratches and stuff. I should have probably used my head a little bit, eh? Put some silver under it. That'd be nice. You know what I don't understand is why did they not ever make these Jeep bodies in something nice like a black or silver?
Or a gray.
Gray. Gray.
Something.
Like RC 4-wheel drive now has these nice colored TF2 shells and gland shells and stuff, so when you scratch them they actually still look like a nice truck. Yep. That is super smart.
Yep.
So with these guys, I guess we're just stuck with bright, flashy colors. You know what I mean?
That's right, and they gotta mask it with some painting.
Yeah, and try to keep it off the rocks.
Keep it off the rocks.
Yeah, that's almost impossible. It's a Jeep.
That's right.
What are you gonna do with that? By the way, I should make a mention that GCM here, we sent over the chassis profile to scalarfab.com, and if you want sliders custom made for your Jeep JK, scalarfab.com is the place to go, because we sent them the profile for the bolt holes on the chassis, which by the way is very similar to SCX10. You can adapt a lot of the SCX10 ones, but now they can make you exact match skeleton Jeep boat sides if you want, or flat pans, or whatever kind of door protection you want. They can scalarfab.com. Go there.
Scalarfab goodness.
Yes, sir. It's metalwork extraordinaire. Yep. So thanks for quality metalwork, guys, and I should probably get a set for this because I'm wheeling it now pretty hard now that it's running.
Yeah. Congratulations on your new SCX10 too.
Yay! I love how you cradled that thing. It was just beautiful there. Yeah. Congratulations. And Axial Fest is on in another week.
Another week.
Yep. What do you think we're going to see coming out of Axial Fest this year?
Lots of trucks. Lots and lots.
How many was last year, eh? Like 700 or something?
Change.
I don't know, man. It was so many trucks, it was just ridiculous.
600 pre-registered for last year's, last I heard.
Ouch.
And then that's not who showed up, not pre-registered, so that's huge.
I got this sneaking suspicion that we'll probably see a whole bunch of 2000 XJs built and driving and painted all up at Axial Fest this year, thanks to the brand new SCX2 truck.
Yep.
And have you had a look at one of those? What do you think of them?
I've had a look at it. It's nice. It's pretty good.
You're a Jeep guy.
I'm a Jeep guy, but I like hard bodies. The Lexan bodies just don't do nothing for me.
Yeah, I kind of like the hard body thing too. I think I came up with this crazy little paint scheme that I wanted to do on the Axial XJ. To kind of make it not a woody theme, but kind of an older, you know. I guess we're up in here in Canada, eh? Yeah. So when you see a 2000 XJ up here in Canada, it's friggin' done.
It's pretty hard.
It's big, man. It's like rotted. The rocker panels are half missing, and the fenders have been dented in 12 times, and it's got probably one round headlight by now, and
it looks good and it's lifted.
Yeah, either that, yeah. The only way to keep the body to survive is you off-road the crap out of it and then put it on a trailer.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so I was thinking of putting some kind of an old Canadian half-rotted paint scheme on my XJ Lexan, and that might be kind of cool, because you can heat those up and bend them and make them look all dented and stuff, eh, with the Lexan?
Put the soldering gun through them, makes nice rust holes.
Yeah. So I thought maybe I'd use that body to experiment with some of those body unfreshening techniques.
Yeah, that'd be looking good. Look real good. Winter beater.
A winter beater, yeah. You guys are probably already watching the channel. If you see this video, you know that we're working on an SCX10-2, and but we put a hard body Yoda Land Cruiser 80 on it, and so the Lexan lid has yet to be spoiled, and I think I might spoil it up with some Canadian body rust and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Be cool.
Oh yeah, it'll look natural.
And the SCX2 has a lot of sealed stuff. It's got a sealed radio box. The diffs are sealed up pretty good, not like the old one where it had those two big holes in the top of the diff to let all the water in.
Yeah.
And the tranny and spur gears all covered up with covers and T-case and everything. So maybe I'll turn it into my winter truck.
It looks good.
I'll use it for a winter truck.
Yeah.
Put a plow on it.
There you go.
With my rusty XJ lid. That'd be a fun winter Jeep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just some chain tires and everything.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I might try that out.
Do it.
So, what's your plans for your next build? Now that you got your fancy new shop and everything.
I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I'm on the body hunt. I like to build things that nobody's really got. You don't see a bunch of them on the trail. You see a bunch of these JKs on the trail, but I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I'm kind of hemming and hawing. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So your hard body stuff already. You've got the Chevy half cab with the truggy back.
Truggy back.
And then what axles are under that?
Those are the G5s from Semi Joe on eBay.
It looks like a 44 Dana.
Yeah, the K44 knockoffs. Yep.
Yeah. So you got that, and then you got the hard body Jeep here now with the 2-door.
The hard body Jeep with the Terra mods, and then I got another hard body Jeep. My orange one, I got
TJ on metalheads.
on metalheads.
Yeah.
I got the Toyota on the Galande chassis with K44s.
Yes, the clipped Hilux
Yeah.
bob bed on it.
Yeah. I got
That's
another.
nice.
I have another Jeep, an older style Jeep, CJ style, with a sit on a sawback chassis, and it's a hard body with a full interior.
Cool.
And
Did
then
I see that one already?
I think so. Adam Knight had it. It was all he comped it for a little bit last year, and it's a pretty decent rig.
Yeah,
And
I think I did see that.
I got my hard body Chevy mud truck too. So
Oh, mud trucks. Yeah, we're gonna do a little video on muddy things.
mud trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
It's toss up. I don't know what I'm gonna. I gotta find the right body that says build me, and then that's what I'll start on next.
So is that how it goes for you? You find the body first, and after that, the rest just happens underneath?
Or whatever. I find something like I get a set of axles, and I gotta build something with those axles, or a chassis. It starts with one single piece, and then it just goes from there.
You know what did it for me with with this build was I wanted a half cab. That was it. And I was thinking like I could do a half cab Chevy. You know, you could get one of those big Silverado hard bodies that you see out nowadays. And then like I was gonna take the bed off of that, and then I thought, oh man, I'm gonna do that new hard body Jeep XJ that was floating around eBay for a while. I'm gonna do one of those. I'm gonna half that, and then I'm gonna put a flat deck on that. And I don't know. I was into that half a cab thing in my head for a long time, and then I thought, I saw that one downtown, the next town over, that had the red and black one. I thought I'm gonna do that.
I wanted a hard top Jeep because I've been trying to get a hard top modified for my orange Jeep.
Oh.
But it's so much hacking and cutting to ruin a top that works on a good Jeep to put it on another Jeep. I didn't see the point. So I was like, I'll just make another Jeep with a hard top and the opening doors. So that's what
the TJ hard top is really rounded though more than that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to do a lot of fab work to make that happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess if you have some energy and ambition, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. Well, not for me. I'm way too lazy.
Yeah.
So, well, I cut this up. I mean, I put a few hours into this too, but you know, I was I had a heavy desire to get it done, so I'm working on that. And good. Well, there's a Scale Talk episode about Jeeps and builds and stuff like that. And if you guys are working on a Jeep, put the link in the comment box below so that we can see your Jeep video, because Jeeps are awesome. And if you happen to be building your truck right now while you're listening to this, and you're standing over a washing machine with your parts all over the washing machine, you know who you are.
Turn it off, spin cycle.
Yes, sir. Your screws will vibrate right off of that mother.
Right off of it.
So keep your stick on the ice, guys, and thanks for watching the show, and I hope you enjoy building your RCs, and we're going to go have some fun with some tiny trucks. Cheers!
Cheers.
What are we doing here?
Round 2 with the Sipe Boggers.
Yeah, so we're at Blakeney And this is the killer rock here that keeps just wrecking everything. And maybe, just maybe, we can pull a fast one here with the boggers. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Wow, that's some slick rock today, man. Wow. Turtle.